Hi, I'm Ron Jones from Lean Berets. I'm in Tucson, Arizona with Enid Whitaker, Managing Director of Bonnie Prudden Myotherapy and Physical Education Teacher. And we've been doing a lot of videos today, Enid, on the history of fitness and movement and what movement means. And a topic that has come up with you and I, as well as some other fitness professionals that I interface with around the world, is our lack of foundation today and how we've prioritized year-round sports for kids and doing extreme things, but yet we can't even touch the ground if we bend over. We're so inflexible, and maybe we can't even stand properly because we've never been taught how to stand, we've never been taught how to sit, and we've never been taught how to walk, and none of those things happen to me. These are all things I've learned through studying the history of movement. So I want to talk a little bit today with you just about gait, the importance of walking, and how you and Bonnie worked on that over 40 years.
Well, gait depends in part on what muscles are contracted and what are flexible.
Mm-hmm.
So if your muscles on the inside of your leg are tight,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to walk with pigeon toes.
Gait meaning we're moving forward or walking, just so if
Right.
you don't understand that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So one part of solving the problem is to get rid of the muscle spasm that's causing the problem in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other half of it is doing enough exercise in many different ways,
Right.
so that all the muscles of your pelvis and your legs and your feet get a workout in many different ways, not just walking just forward.
Right.
So you might walk with your feet in, your feet out. You might gallop, hop, skip, jump, do catwalks, any kind of walks you can think of.
Good motor development stuff.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
The basic motor development, which nobody ever does anymore.
Right. Right.
So once you've gotten the trigger points out
Mm-hmm.
and the muscles are working properly, then you develop the strength and the flexibility of those muscles.
So I started teaching people how to walk in corporate groups and also my workshops, and I had a recent workshop in Phoenix. I had people in there over 60 teaching them how to walk because they literally never learned how to walk properly. So a trigger point, for those of you who don't know, it's kind of like a neurological knot that can cause a
Irritable
muscle.
spot that gets in the muscle when the muscle's injured.
Okay, so irritable spot, it can cause pain, but it can also cause a dysfunction that maybe doesn't refer as pain, right?
Right.
That just doesn't allow you to move properly. So a two-pronged approach with the myotherapy Bonnie Prudden people, trigger points, and also the right types of exercises that I like to kind of joke around as we're going to glide instead of gimp when we walk, right? So that's the importance of gait and maybe some things that you can do to improve the quality of your walk.
And walking in water is key for a lot of people because
Really?
a lot of people don't have the balance that they should.
Mhm.
But in the water, they're not going to fall over.
Right.
So, but they can do the same things in the water as they would be able to do in the living room, not so easily.
Okay,
And you're working against the resistance of the water, so it's building your strength as well.
good. So water's another option. And also it's kind of funny if you think back decades ago where they would do postural classes and they would make people walk with books on their head. It's impossible to walk with a book on your head if you're slumping with poor posture and you're hobbling and gimping, right? And there was a lesson to that, a reason they did it.
Right. But you also have to realize that function precedes form.
Mhm.
So long before you see a poor posture, the muscles are doing something they shouldn't be doing.
And over time the posture warps and gets
Exactly.
pulled down,
Yeah.
or twisted and
So
rotated.
it's the end result, and
Mhm.
and it's the reason why you should start babies at birth with exercise.
Right, right. And we'll get into that as well. Thank you.